The iconography of magic refers to the visual language, symbols, and images used across cultures and traditions to represent magical forces, powers, and practices. It is not just decoration, but a coded system that communicates esoteric truths, embodies archetypical energies, and acts as a conduit between the visible and the invisible worlds. And without further ado, the lesson title, Iconography, Magic. In our first illustration, we have a statue of Odin, statue by Hermann Ernst Freud, early 19th century, founder of the mysteries of Scandinavia. Odin is the god of magic and of runes the North magical alphabet. His gifts include poetry, learning, and rules of society. He is also the war god, although he fights with magical powers. He is the ruler of the underworld and the psychopomp. The two ravens represent thought and memory, which fly around the world daily to bring him news, and the two wolves, past and present, relate to his functions as a god of the dead. Odin voluntarily sacrificed one of his eyes to drink from the fountain of wisdom at the roots of the world tree, Yggdrasil. He hung upside down from the tree for 9 days and nights, after which he was given the gift of the runes and experienced physical regeneration in this variation of the crucifixion myth. This image here is Thoth, Papyrus of Hunnifer, 19th century dynasty, circa 1310 BCE, Egypt. The god of magic, writing, measurements, and science, Thoth or Tahuti is a progenitor of the word gods. Next is Abraxas, designed from the 2nd century Gnostic gem, reproduced in the Gnostics and Their Remains by C.W. King, 1887. Abraxas is the Gnostic deity whose name in the Greek Kabbalah equates to 365, the number of days in the year. Hence, he is a solar deity. His rooster head also confirms this attribution. Abraxas is a god who combines good and evil in a unity. The serpents that form his legs imply a sexual aspect. This image here is the infamous Baphomet. Illustration, Transcendental Magic by Eliphas Levi, 1896. This multi-level symbol represents the mysterious god of the Templars, the fearsome androgyny of a woman's breast and the erect phallus, the goat-headed and horned devil of nightmares. Yet he is Pan, god of magic and initiation, concealing a smile within the horror. The arms pointed up and down signify as above, so below. Solve et coagula, dissolve and coagulate. Analyze and synthesis, the path of all knowledge. The wings symbolize the flight of the liberated soul. The flaming torch between the horns of virility is the awakening Sahasrara, or crowned chakra, the magical light of universal equilibrium. Baphomet is the light bearer, clothed in the disguise of evil. This is Shiva, stone carving, circa 1000 CE, India. Shiva is the god of destruction, change, transformation, annihilation, reproduction. Shiva is the third member of the Trinity, the three rulers composed of Brahma, the creator, and Vishnu, the preserver. Shiva is also the patron of yoga, specifically of Kundalini and of Tantra, in which the individual ego is overwhelmed and thereby identified with universal concerns. This is the gorgeous Isis, illustration of relief from the Temple of Seti I of Abydos, Temple of Seti I at Abydos, version 3, 1937. Isis is the greatest goddess of Egypt. She is the wife of Osiris and mother of Horus. She is particularly identified as an Entrantis, whose magic was allied with the wisdom of Thoth. She is venerated as the Great Mother, whose love pervaded all creation, and she is the highest ideal of a loving and faithful wife and mother. The Death Posture, illustration by Austin Osman Spare. The Book of Pleasure by Austin Osman Spare, 1913. What is there to believe but in self? Question. and self is the negation of completeness as reality. No man has seen self at any time. We are what we believe. Spare, 1886 1956, was a modern Western shaman whose art and writings are filled with unconscious atavistic complexes and stresses, evidence in the tension of the self portrait of the death posture. Yet there is a sublime meditative calm in the artist's powerful concentration. And lastly, the Stele of Relieving, illustration, The Equinox, Volume 1, by Aleister Crowley, 1909 1914. This is the funeral stele of a 26th dynasty priest named Ankh-Efnu Koso, in which his name translates to He whose life is in the moon. He is shown addressing the throne god Ra, Hord Kut. Bending over them is the goddess of infinite space, Nuit. The winged solar disk is Hadit, the infinite small point, or individuality in relation to the all-encompassing universe. The stele is said to be the physical link with antiquity of the revelation declared in the book of the law.